Okay, so here we are with the painting done. This is actually one coat plus just a little bit more to fill in the spots that needed it a little bit better. Um, I did sand some between coats, but since I did apply another coat, then I'm gonna have to break out my handy dandy sander. I had intended on doing all the sanding by hand, but y'all, the truth is I'm just too lazy to do that. So I decided to try the sander. I said, you know what, could it hurt? And surprisingly enough, it didn't mess up the nap of the velvet really any more than I had already messed it up with the carpet cleaner. So I think it turned out pretty good. So now that all that's left to do is just go over. There's just a few rough spots. I know you really can't see, but they're here, just here and there. Just some rough places that I really don't want to feel when I sit down in my chair. So I'm going to go over those with this. As you could tell from the picture, I veered off of the original plan just a little bit because apparently somewhere deep in my soul I want to be the queen. So now we have gold legs on this chair, but I don't hate it. I'm good with that. I think it's gonna look really awesome in my office. I am not gonna lie, y'all, though, velvet is probably the hardest thing that I've ever attempted to do chalk paint on. I don't know that I will ever attempt it again, but it's possible because I do love my chair. Again, if you're planning on doing velvet and you want everything to be absolutely perfect, that's probably not, you probably just need to get your chair reupholstered. But if you can deal with some of these little imperfections, I decided I even like the way that the original color is peeping through just in spots. I think that's really cute. So again, chalk paint works on lots of different fabrics, but really a smooth fabric, if you like a really perfect look, it's probably going to be your best bet because velvet's tough. In my opinion, it's worth it, but it's hard because just getting up in the nap, that's difficult. And one tip that I do have for you that I forgot to share when we were going over what we were going to do before, when you're getting all up in there and going back and forth and up and down and side to side, make sure that your final stroke is up so that the nap is raised to dry. That's going to help you out a lot in the long run, and it's going to avoid some extra sanding because it will look a little bit matted if you don't leave that upstroke in the wind up. But enough about velvet, because there's all kinds of different fabrics that you can use, and those smooth ones are probably going to be your friend, especially starting out. But just don't forget, you know, if you do try it on velvet, a sander is going to be your best friend. I've kind of been a little hard on this one. Can you see it's kind of coming apart? So I am going to have to invest in a new sander really soon, but that's okay because I love my little mouse sander. All right, I will post the final pictures in the next segment. Thanks.